Hello, Internet! I'm Nick.
I'm Scott.
And this is episode 413 of F5 Live, refreshing technology. Proudly part of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here.
This week, Verizon gets social with its media, Amazon drops it low on its tablets,
Boom.
And Google adds more fiber to 3 cities' diets.
All of that and more on our main show, F5 Live, over on our website, f5live.tv, or on the vast majority of platforms that we're on, like iTunes and things like that. Make sure you connect and engage with us on Twitter, at PlugHitsLive, or on Facebook. If you are coming from YouTube and Facebook where you're watching this, thank you. We appreciate it. This is a tease of our main show, which airs Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for about an hour on all things technology, gaming, news, media, and whatnot and the like. Right? That sounds about right.
That'll work.
So we hope that you will come check that out in both audio and video format. This is a video show that you're watching right now, but we do have an audio version only for those who wish to actually enjoy the podcast part of what we do. So we talk about 5 topics typically each night, 4 from us and 1 from our very good friend Avram Pilchin. We started the show by talking about cheap tablets.
It's true.
Amazon, $50 6-inch tablet. Could it work? It was the question that we asked. And
Are you asking, will a $50 tablet work?
well, some of them don't work.
In our experience, the answer to that is no.
Yeah, some of
However,
them
coming from Amazon, perhaps
It could.
it might be a different experience.
Slower processor, 1 speaker, a mono speaker, bad resolution screen. I say bad because it's not 1080p. And people close to the matter say it's only going to be good for streaming video on Amazon Instant Video and shopping on Amazon. Probably for another tablet. for my guess.
That's probably a pretty good guess.
So that's coming holiday season. I don't know what's going to do. You think it'll probably have some success and then kind of taper off. I kind of agree with you.
Yeah, I think once people will purchase it for the Amazon name and will stop purchasing it for the quality.
Indeed. And that's not the only tablet thing we talked about, though. We also had the Apple event this week, in case you missed it or lived under a rock. We have the very good friend Avram Pilch from Laptop Mag and Tom's Guide to tell us more about the Apple event and the takeaways about the iPad Pro.
A 12-inch tablet with a detachable keyboard, and it's supposed to replace your laptop. Have we seen this anywhere before? How about a set-top box that streams movies, but it also just happens to play video games and allows you to play games by moving the controller around? Seen that anywhere before? On this week's Pilch Point, we talk about Apple's most recent product announcements and whether or not they are really innovative.
So that kind of mimics our opinion
Yes.
a little bit of what to expect from Apple and kind of where things have gone with the Surface Pro 3 and a couple of other things that are shared ideas now, we'll call it.
And certainly the Apple world post Steve Jobs. And in that world, we have the new Apple TV and its ambitions for gaming that my guess is will not be fulfilled. The platform has the capability of supporting games, but I don't think we will see it sell based on its games.
This is one
It's going to take a lot to be able to pull that off.
It's one of dozens of fish in the sea for this mobile but not type of desktop over-the-top gaming space. And companies like Ouya fail, companies like NVIDIA do okay, Steam still hasn't released their Steam box, but who are you competing with at that point? It's really not Nintendo, but it's kind of like Steam, but it's kind of like NVIDIA. I don't think they've defined their market.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be half the problem. The other half is developer
Issues.
getting behind it. You're not going to have that with something that's fragmented like tvOS.
That's iOS based, but has a peripheral that's unique, that doesn't work anywhere else. They're creating an environment that is not developer friendly,
not conducive for the creation process.
iOS was never particularly developer friendly. It was revenue friendly, but certainly not developer friendly, and it has not gotten better.
Right. Something that is getting better, though. Internet speeds for 3 cities at least: Louisville, San Antonio, and San Diego. and Irvine. Not San Antonio. That might be on the list, though. Maybe that's why I have it in my brain. I'm talking about Google Fiber and Google bringing internet speeds of 1 gigabit to these cities.
Right. It is in the works. They are on the potential roadmap. They're going through all of the things that are required to test out a city, whether or not they can get permits, whether or not they can get easement, and things like that to be able to do the install and all of the expensive things that are involved in laying out a new physical service across an entire city. So Google will be working with those cities to try and add them to the roadmap in the future. Obviously, there is no timeline for a potential rollout because it's all theoretical. It is all theoretical. But if you're okay with $70 a month gigabit speeds and you're okay with Google knowing literally everything about you more than they do now, you can consider switching. Definitely. It's worth it for the speed. For some people. Right. Yeah. So it's certainly interesting considering the original rollout was to a single city, and it did not look like it was intended to be a business model for Google, though it does seem to have gone that way. It does. To put some of that internet speed to use, this week Verizon launched a new service, a new video streaming service that's a little unique. It doesn't cost $10 a month like everybody else does, which is kind of an interesting scenario. Right. And it is a mobile-only platform, in as much as that is a thing. You will be able to use it on any service. You won't have to be on Verizon Wireless to use it, which is pretty cool. Though you will have to be on Verizon Wireless to be one of the test customers right now. It's going to have some live video. It's going to have some recorded shows. It's going to have some YouTube-style short clips. But it's not Verizon branded. But it will not be Verizon branded. Ever. So, yeah, it's an interesting move for the company. I look forward to checking it out here in the near future. I do too. All of that, like I said, available on our show, F5 Live Refreshing Technology, over on f5live.tv, and of course on all of the podcast and broadcast spaces and places that may exist. Hey, if you're on an app and you use it like some obscure reference name or something we just don't know about, and you don't see our shows, tweet him. This guy right over here. He'll get it on your platform within, a week. Or less. You're magic. I don't know how you work. It depends on their speeds. That's true. So please consider subscribing to our show and consider telling your friends about this show. It's kind of interesting. A little bit of a potpourri of the tech world in a 1-hour format for you to digest, understand, and hopefully enjoy. And if you did enjoy it, hopefully we'll see you over on our website. I'm Nick. And I'm Scott. And this was F5 Live Refreshing Technology. Ciao.